If your vagina smells that bad to the point where you need to put perfumes and all that on it, you need to go to the doctor.
I need a doctor visit. Tell me, doctor, am I really sick? He said I'm showing characteristics of being a snobby bitch. Yeah, I'm a pop.
What is up, guys? It's your girl NaZyia, and welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm basically just gonna be telling you guys what I do for my hygiene. So this is not really a feminine hygiene routine. It's just an overall head to toe hygiene routine. So I'm gonna start head to toe, literally head to toe. This is one of those videos that's gonna be a little long since I have to talk, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. I'm gonna skip all the blah 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 because I'm gonna be doing enough talking for you guys in the video alone. So for the first part of my hygiene routine, I do want to talk about hair, because hair is a part of hygiene. You want to make sure your hair and scalp and all that stuff is clean. If your scalp stinks, you stink. First thing I want to show you guys is the type of shampoo and conditioner that I like to use, and keep in mind, I use a whole lot of different ones. I'll switch it up because I'm always trying to find different things for my hair that work for my hair, but the OG I always go back to is the OGX brand, and I literally have this in like so many different flavors. I have all of them. This right here smells good. They have so many different ones. You can just pick your favorite smell. They have ones that smell like tea tree oil. They have ones that just have like a perfumey type smell. They have ones that have like a fruity smell. They have the coconut line. They have all of those. So I make sure that in my hygiene routine, I do wash my hair in the shower. I'm not really a big fan of washing my hair in the sink. Since we are on the topic of hair and hair washing, I wanted to show you guys this little thingy that I bought on Amazon, and it is a scalp massager. So basically it stimulates your scalp while you wash your hair, and it helps to clean your scalp just a little bit better because it has these little nubbies on the end that get into your scalp and really clean it. And I've had this for probably about a year now. I think I maybe spent like 10 bucks on this. I'll link it down below in the description box so you guys can get it if you want it. But I find this really helpful for cleaning my scalp. It also stimulates your scalp, so it helps with hair growth. So essentially, the more your scalp is stimulated, the more blood goes to your scalp and the more your hair is going to grow. So the next thing that I want to discuss is dental hygiene. It's super important because nobody wants to be around anybody whose breath stinks. Sorry, nobody wants to be around you and your stinky breath. I don't care if you don't leave the house today. Brush your teeth when you wake up. Brush your teeth before you go to bed. You never know when you gotta run out the house. Nobody wants to talk to you while your breath is stinking. This is almost gone. We need to go buy another one in the house. But this is the Crest 3D White Radiant Mint. And I used this faithfully. If my mom buys another toothpaste, I'll be mad at her because I'm like, why did you buy that? I don't like that one. This is my favorite toothpaste, which is the Crest 3D White Radiant Mint. When it comes to toothbrushes, I use soft bristle toothbrushes. I don't really like hard toothbrushes. I just don't see the point of them. It's like I know for a fact that I'm pushing on my teeth already, so I don't need a super harsh brush to be wearing away the enamel on my teeth, because that not only makes your teeth yellower, it also makes your teeth weaker. So I usually have a toothbrush like this, which is soft bristles, and it'll have like this little tongue scrubber thingy on the back. Pretty soon I'm going to invest in an electric toothbrush, the ones that like, yeah, I'm going to probably get one of those, because personally I have big teeth, so I want to make sure my teeth look good at all times. Dental floss. You don't got to get the most expensive dental floss. This is Family Dollar brand. You literally have to floss your teeth. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I've lost my teeth every single day, all the time. But, I mean, you have to every once in a while at least. So I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite things that contributes to my dental health, and that is the Smile Brilliant Teeth Whitening System. So I've been using Smile Brilliant for about 2 years now, and basically what Smile Brilliant is it's this little kit that you get in the mail, and basically you will get a molding kit, and you will make these little molds of your teeth, like top and bottom of your teeth. And then you will get these syringes, and these syringes are filled with the whitening gel that you will use in your teeth. So once you get the syringe and you get your molds back within, I think they come back in like 2 weeks. So once you get your molds back and you get your syringes, then you fill the mold up with the syringe gel or whatever, and then you stick it in your mouth and you stick it on the bottom, kind of like a retainer. And I will leave these on my teeth for between an hour and 3 hours. And that is how I keep my teeth so white, is by using these. This is a little bit pricey. I think for just a regular starter kit with like 3 or 4 syringes, it's like $150. I'll leave a link down below to Small Brilliant, so anybody who wants to try it can try it. But it is on the more expensive side. If you wanted to use something cheaper, I would recommend Crest 3D White Strips. I also want to emphasize using mouthwash, breath strips, whatever. Anything that makes your breath smell good throughout the day, definitely recommend that. I mean, you can just brush your teeth and go on about your day if you please, but I like to, you know, sometimes have gum in my purse or those little breath strips that melt on your tongue. I love those. I recommend keeping some of those with you, not at all times, but whenever you can. So for my face, I ran out of this, it's empty, but I have the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. I used all different kinds. I don't really have a specific one that I use. I'll use the yellow one, I also use the peppermint one, and I'll use the baby unscented one if, you know, my skin's acting crazy. I want to show you guys what I use to wash my face predominantly, which is either this right here, which is a spin brush with interchangeable heads that I got from Duval, or I will use just a regular white washcloth. White washcloths are the only washcloth that I would really use to wash my face because there are no dyes in it, and dyes and all types of other chemicals in my head breaks your face out. So I will use like pure white washcloths. This one specifically is a microfiber washcloth, so it's not the one that have like the little rough nudges on it. It's very soft. To remove my makeup, usually I will use this, and this is Abilene. So basically it has the consistency of petroleum jelly, and it's really thick. Just kind of slap it on your face, get all your makeup off, make like one big makeup mud, and then like wipe it off using the wash rag. I recommend using the wash rag when you're taking off makeup. I don't see how people just wash their face with their hands. Personally, I can't do it, but to each its own. Do what works for you. But personally, I feel like if you're removing dirt, makeup, oils, anything like that, you should use a wash rag on your face. I want to make sure that you guys know that moisturizing is so important when it comes to skin. So to moisturize my skin, usually I will use this. I will use the Queen Helen cocoa butter on my face, and I will follow up with vitamin E oil. It helps to diminish dark spots, and also it is a moisturizer, so it does moisturize your skin. It's not one of those oils that just sits on top of the skin. It like absorbs into your skin. Okay, so while we're still on the subject of the face, I want to show you guys this, which is the Shea Moisture 100% pure Jamaican black castor oil. So I don't use this on my face. I use it on my eyebrows and my eyelashes because it helps to moisturize my eyebrows and my eyelashes. And once upon a time, not too long ago, I didn't really have eyebrows until I started using this. Now I have eyebrows. This is no makeup. These are my actual eyebrows. They're still sparse, like, but they're not as sparse as they used to be. Another thing that I wanted to add in for the face is aloe. Not aloe from like a jar or aloe in like a container. I mean pure actual aloe from the plant. I do not have a plant anymore because we used all of it in my house, but they are super cheap. I can get one from my local co-op for like $3, give or take, something like that. So basically you take the gel out of the inside of the plant and you'll use it to moisturize your face. I only do it at night. I really don't do it as a daily moisturizer. Okay, so moving on to the next part of my hygiene routine, I want to go to the body. For my body, I use a loofah. A lot of people think loofahs are like dirty, but if you change them out frequently enough, literally you can get these from the Dollar Tree. I get mine from the Dollar Tree, so I can change these out every week if I want to. But if you do use loofahs, I do recommend that you do change them out frequently because they can trap a lot of bacteria. But personally, I like these better because they do exfoliate my skin while I'm washing. The body wash that I use, I actually ran out of, so I do not have that with me. But usually I will just use Dove body wash. I use Dove body wash and Dove bar soap because I feel like bar soap does not do the same thing as body wash. They are not the same thing. I feel like body wash is more for like the smell and like the scent. I feel like bar soap is more for the cleaning and the nitty gritty, you know what I'm saying? For my body, I will use a loofah, and then I also have a separate wash rag that I will use from my body because I don't use the same wash rag for my face and my body. I think that's nasty. Sorry, I just do. But while we are on the topic of body, I want to differentiate where I use bar soap and where I use shower gel or scented shower body wash, whatever, because I don't feel like it does the same thing. So personally, I use bar soap on my underarms and cucaracha and get your Budaracha. So basically, those three things need an actual like cleaning, because you know they smell. Your arms stink sometimes, your coochie stink sometimes. Sometimes your butt stink. So I feel like you should use bar soap on those areas, and then body wash is kind of just like the lather all over the rest of your body, down to your legs and all that. So while we are on the topic of washing your body and all that other stuff, I want to show you guys what I use for hair removal. So for hair removal, usually I will use a Nair on my legs and my armpits, simply because I don't really like shaving my legs. It takes too much time. I just don't have time for it. So I will literally burn the hairs out of my leg. I will use this to get all the hairs off of my legs. I do not, and I want to emphasize this so hard, I do not use Nair on my lady bits. I don't. I did it one time before, and I had like a little burn thing. Yeah, you don't want to hear about it. I don't recommend using Nair that's not specifically formulated for your cucaracha on your cucaracha. On the subject of hair removal, I also want to factor in razors, because I know a lot of people don't like to use Nair, don't want to use Nair, whatever. And I shave sometimes too if I don't feel like using Nair, or if I haven't gone to go get a wax, or I don't feel like warming up my own wax to wax myself, because I do have a waxing kit that I use to, you know, remove hair from various areas of the body, but I don't really like waxing myself that much because it hurts. So on the topic of shaving, I do not use single blade or 2-blade razors anymore. Just like these little pink dollar razors that have 2 little blades in it. No ma'am, no ma'am. That does nothing but leave razor bumps, leave scars, leaves ingrown hairs. Do not do this. That's where they need to go, over there in the trash. Well, this is my bed, this is not the trash, but you know what I'm saying. I use men's 5 or 6 blade razors. I get a better shave. I feel like I get a closer shave, and I just don't see the point of using the 2-blade razor. I want to emphasize, please change your razors out regularly. I probably won't use a razor more than twice, because once they get dull, that's when they start pulling the hair, that's when they start causing ingrown hairs, and that's when they start leaving scars on whatever you shave. When I am using a razor, I like to use either, I like to use either pure, unrefined, organic coconut oil, or this pure silk shave cream that I get from the Dollar Tree as well. Y'all, I get a lot of my stuff that I use from the Dollar Tree, and I'm not ashamed about it. I do not care. I can get so much stuff for $10. I can get 10 items for $10. $10.50. I like using coconut oil more. I like using coconut oil when I you know, shave, you know, the lady bits or whatever. So yeah, if I'm not waxing, if I absolutely have to use a razor to shave down there, I'm gonna use coconut oil, because it gets a cleaner shave, and I don't like putting shaving cream right there, honestly, and I don't like not having anything right there and just dry shaving with water, because that is gonna lead to so many ingrown hairs, so many razor bumps. Like, no ma'am. I want to get into something that when I say a lot, I mean a lot of people of, you know, darker complexions more specifically have an issue with. That is scarring. So when you shave, when you use razors, usually you will end up having scars from, you know, razor bumps and ingrown hairs and stuff like that. So I just want to tell you guys what I've used to help my scarring go away. So the number one thing that I use that has helped my scarring go away is PFB Chroma Bright. I will leave a picture of it right here, because I do not have it anymore, because I lost it. It's $30 and I lost it, and I'm very sad about it. But this is the best thing you can use to get rid of scars. When I say the scars on my bikini line started fading expeditiously, I really don't want to pay another $30 for it. But I just know if I get it, I will just be so happy, because everything would just look so nice. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I leave that in the description box, because I really feel like any woman of color who shaves really needs to get that, because it is so helpful. Because nobody wants to walk around and go to the beach and they got their bikini line hanging out, and it's like little shaving bumps on there, dark marks on there. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to have that. So y'all, definitely go out and get this. I got this from Amazon. I will leave a link in the description below so you guys can get it. Something else that I use, which is a very cheap option compared to the PFB Chroma Bright, is the Ambi Fade Cream. So this cream right here not only helps with face skin, you can use it on your bikini line. I don't recommend using it all up on your stuff. I mean, the bikini line around up at the top, cool, that's great. You can probably do that because I have before I found PFB. But this helps. It just takes longer to work. The PFB, on the pack, it says that the results will take up to 2 months. I started seeing results within about 3 weeks. So I guess everyone's different, that's why. But this is a good runner-up. And this you can find at your local Family Dollar for like $6, I believe. Okay, so another thing that I want to make sure that I make clear is I don't believe in those feminine washes. The ones that, you know, are targeted to make your vagina smell like flowers or whatever. Or not really your vagina, because your vagina is technically the whole, your labia smell like flowers or whatever. I don't believe in those, and I don't believe in douching. I feel like those two things really can mess up your pH balance and honestly can make you smell worse than you already do. They can trigger an offset of your pH balance, which will in turn make you smell worse than what you would have, which in turn will make you continue to keep using it, which continues a cycle of you not smelling as good as you can. I use regular white Dove soap. And sometimes the Dove Sensitive Skin or any unscented Dove soap is my go-to. Personally, I know everybody has their own staple soap that they use in their homes. Some people, you know, use Dial. Some people use Irish Spring. Personally, I don't feel like girls should be using Irish Spring, but it's not my business. I use pure white Dove soap bar. And ain't nobody ever told me that I was, you know, smelling bad. So it's just my personal beliefs on feminine washes such as like Summer's Eve or anything like that. I don't use stuff like that because I don't think that it's good for your vagina. I don't think your vagina is supposed to smell like flowers and daisies and strawberries and chocolate and all that. Your coochie's supposed to smell like a coochie, and that's just what it is. I'm sorry whoever gets offended by it, but a vagina is supposed to smell like a vagina. And it's not saying that vaginas smell bad. They're not supposed to smell bad. But they're also not supposed to smell like pure flour or baby powder. Also, don't put baby powder in your drawers. Oh my goodness. Please don't do that. That is like the most unhealthy thing you can do. I know so many people who still do that to this day. And it's like, we are in 2019. We are grown people. Please don't put powder in your drawers. Please. Please don't. That's not good for you at all. Those little deodorant sprays for your vagina, don't use those. No. If your vagina smells that bad to the point where you need to put perfumes and all that on it, you need to go to the doctor. And I'm not even trying to be funny. You might actually have a bacterial infection or something that is causing you to smell that bad. The same as people who brush their teeth all the time and have halitosis. They just can't get rid of it. If you just can't get rid of the way your coochie smells, you need to go to a professional. You need to go to a medical professional because baby. Sorry y'all if I just keep like going on and on and on and on about the whole coochie part. I just take that so serious because I don't like when people try so hard to make themselves not smell bad that they're in turn messing up their bodies. It's the same as if you haven't hit puberty yet and you start wearing deodorant early, it's messing up the pH in your body. So by the time you are older, your arms are gonna sweat and smell 10 times as bad as they would have if you would have not used that until you actually needed to. Children, throw a little baby powder up under their arms. They will be alright. Do not put grown men deodorant on children. Alright, so when it comes to after shower care, like when you get out of the shower, after you shave and lather and do all that good stuff, I think it is super important to moisturize your body as soon as you step out of the shower. As soon as you step out of the shower, your lotions, all that needs to be in the bathroom. Usually, as soon as I get out of the shower, I lather my body in coconut oil while everything's still like wet and the bathroom's still steamy. I will put coconut oil all over my body because it literally makes me so soft. Especially after shaving, girl, oh my gosh. After shaving, lather your whole body in coconut oil and then just go lay in your room naked like this. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm so soft. If you got a little boyfriend or whatever and he come over, you're gonna be like, oh my god, girl, you soft. You soft today. Be like, what? Me? No, I'm not. Shut up. You so stupid. But no, I promise. Any lotions or anything that you have, you need to put those in the bathroom with you when you get out of the shower while everything's still steamy. The thing that I want to talk about is exfoliating. Exfoliating your whole body is important if you want to have super smooth, soft skin, and it is especially important if you shave any part of your body to exfoliate it. So personally, I like the Dove exfoliant. I don't have anymore because I ran out and I didn't want to go buy all new products just to make this video. I'll go get it as soon as I need it. But usually I can get that from Target, and it's the Dove exfoliating scrub. I'll leave a link to it down below so you guys can get it if you want it. I'll basically just go ahead and leave a link to everything. But if I do not have that one specifically, I will also use a face scrub on my body. Hear me out. This is the Freeman Gel Mask Plus Scrub. Now when I say I'm just using this for the scrub, I'm literally just using it for the scrub. I'm not leaving it on my body. And I don't put it on any nether regions or anything like that. I'll use this to exfoliate my legs. And I'll use it to exfoliate maybe up here in this area. But keep in mind, I also use a loofah, so I don't have to exfoliate as often because I'm technically exfoliating my body all the time. But when I need a little extra oomph or when I've just shaved, I like to exfoliate using either the Dove exfoliant or this bad boy right here. It's also an exfoliant that I used to use from Walmart, and I cannot think of the name of it to save my life. It's like a sugar scrub. On the topic of exfoliating, I want to show y'all this little thing. This is my thumbnail, so y'all are probably like, what is that? Like, this is a foot scrubber, exfoliator, whatever it is. You know, like when you go get your feet done at the shop and they're like on the heels of your feet. Well, they have these at the hair store for like $6, and in between pedicures, or if I don't feel like paying for a pedicure, or even in the winter when I don't get my feet done as often, I'll have one of these in my shower just so I can make sure that I keep my feet soft by like scrubbing them on the bottom and stuff like that. So some of the moisturizers that I use when I do get out of the shower is coconut oil, of course, but I also like to use nighttime baby lotion because it smells so good and helps me go to sleep. Or even if I'm going out the house, I still put on nighttime baby lotion because it smells fresh and clean. And everybody's like, who smells like a baby? And he's like, oh my god, that's me. I smell like a baby. Come sniff me. You really cannot go wrong with smelling like lavender. You just can't. Nobody's gonna be like, ew, you smell like baby powder. You smell like baby lotion. Like, no. Nobody ever says that. Everybody loves babies and everybody loves baby lotion. So another lotion that I use is anything cocoa. Anything cocoa butter, cocoa whatever. I'll use the Vaseline Cocoa Radiant. I'll use Gold Bond Cocoa. Anything that has cocoa on the name, I'm probably gonna use it. That's just what works for my skin the best. I feel like my skin reacts really good to anything cocoa or coconut related. Another moisturizer that I like to use is the Gold Bond Overnight, and I like to use this before I go to bed usually, or I like to use this to put on my feet at night before I put socks on, so that way I can wake up with soft feet. If I even keep my socks on throughout the night, because sometimes I'll just like kick them off in the middle of the night and I don't even remember. So if I want super smooth skin overnight on top of the coconut oil and whatever else that I put on my skin, I'll make sure to put this on. But I mostly use this for my feet. This is what I use to keep my feet soft and not, you know, crusty. Because even in the wintertime, you shouldn't have crusty feet. So on to the topic of deodorant, which we should all be using. Let me get close. All of us should be using every single day. I don't care about nothing you gotta say. Usually for my deodorants, I'll use Secret or Suave. I don't really like Dove deodorant that much. I love Dove everything else. Like, I use Dove bar soap. I use Dove body wash. I use Dove scrub. I use literally Dove everything. But when it comes to deodorant, I feel like Suave and Secret just pack a little bit more of a punch. So I will use the Secret, and it is pH balanced, and I usually get it in like Spring Breeze or like Tropical or something like that. But then I also have the Suave. When I use Suave, I only use powder, the powder scented one of it, because I feel like it really makes sure that your arms don't smell like at all. Sometimes I'll use the Suave dry spray. This is my second time buying this, and this is Wild Cherry Blossom. There's also a tropical scented one, or like coconut scented one, that I like. That is like, it smells so good. But I don't really use these that often because personally I feel like they don't, you know, hold in the smell as much as the stick does. Also on the topic of deodorant, I don't think that you should swipe your deodorant a whole bunch of times. I literally will go like choo, 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 1, 2, 3. That's all you need to do. People who put on deodorant and they're like, irritate my soul so bad. It's like, you do not need that much deodorant. And if you do, it's probably because you messed up your armpits. Like, honestly, I feel like adding too much deodorant can make your arms smell worse. And it leaves like this nasty residue. Like, you ever put so much deodorant on, it's just like a big, thick layer of cakey white deodorant. It's like, nobody wants to see that. Like, it's all up in your deodorant. I mean, deodorant. It's all up in your armpit hairs and all that. Like, it's just nasty. It's all up in your stubble. It's just a big, thick layer for no reason. Nobody needs that. Next, I'm moving on to smelly goods. Everybody wants to smell good, and you know, walk past somebody and they're just like, somebody smell good. Who's that? Who smells good? And it's like, oh my god, that's me. Is it me? Smell me here. That is not me. Shut up. Like, everybody wants to feel like that. When it comes to smelly goods, I feel like you should have, you know, like some different ones that you like, but I feel like you should strive to have like a signature scent. Right now, I'm working on my signature scent. Like, I want to find a perfume or to find a body spray or mist or whatever that I wear like all the time. And people are like, oh, that's NaZyia. Like, I know her by her scent. You know, I want to find one of those. But since we are not talking about that, we're talking about just smelling in general, I want to say that same as I said with getting out of the shower, you want to put on your moisturizing lotion and then your scented lotions as soon as you get out, so it can just absorb and just be in there. I have a lot of these little lotions from Bath and Body Works, and I also have the matches to them. So I feel like if you're wearing one lotion, you should always match the scent with a body spray, just so it's more prominent and people can smell it better. So you lather on the lotion, just go ahead and overall like all over your body with the spray. So usually I will get body lotions and sprays from Bath and Body Works. So when it comes to perfumes, this is Allure by Chanel. But when it comes to perfumes, I don't put a lot of perfume on at all. Like, perfumes are not body mist. You're not supposed to with a perfume. When you use a perfume, you on one wrist, you on this wrist, and you rub it together. Put it on the hot points of your body. You can maybe spray a little, you know, on here on your neck, or even spray a little in between your knees, not in between your thighs. Oh my goodness. Please don't spray perfume near your vagina. Please. I want you to do better things than that. Please don't ever spray perfume near your coochie. Don't spray perfume on your coochie. Cooter. Kitty cat. Whatever you want to call it. Don't do that. That's not okay. Right there. The backs of your knees is the best place to spray it, because it's warm right there. That's a warm spot on your body, so it'll radiate a little bit more. Also, when wearing perfume, make sure you air out a little bit before you go getting all up in people's faces, because we all know somebody who smells like perfume so heavy, and it's like, girl, are you trying to kill us? So don't spray a whole lot of perfume on. I really think that you should go for a really like subtle perfume smell, to where it's like, oh, if I walk past you, I can smell it. Not somebody walks in the room and we like, oh my god, who got on perfume? So I'm going to show you guys roller balls. So these are a staple in my hygiene and me smelling good. So this one right here is the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. It's my mama's, don't tell her. But I use it a whole lot. Like, it smells so good. So these little roller balls are the exact same way that you would put on perfume, because they're essentially perfume. So just dab it on your wrist, dab it on the back of your legs, and rub it in. If you don't want to pay full price for a perfume, or you just want to try out a sample of a perfume, I always recommend seeing if they have a roller ball version of it, or if they have just a little itty bitty spray. So this right here is the Basic Instinct, and it's a pheromone based product. So basically, it's sex appeal in a bottle. So it kind of works with your pheromones and people's hormones to make them think that you smell super good. Especially boys, ladies, if you're trying to look for a little man, or you're trying to get a little attention. So these right here, I highly recommend. These are at any and every hood store, hair store, whatever. So prominent. Like, they smell super good, and they smell for a long time. So I definitely would recommend picking up any of these from your local hair store or hood store, or sometimes they have them at like swap meets or consignment stores or anything like that. They usually have them sitting up in the front somewhere. This one right here is Sex on the Beach. And I personally like this one a lot because it gives like a like a fruity floral scent, you know? So on the subject of body mists, body sprays, anything that smells good, I would recommend investing in a really good perfume. I'm planning on investing in a really good perfume, like a really expensive perfume, because I feel like your smell, how you like smell when you walk into a room, really says a lot about you. If you walk in a room and you smell like arms, or you smell like fish, people are going to be like, I don't even want to get to know. I don't even care what she has to say. But if you walk in a room and you have an aroma about yourself, they're like, oh my gosh, who is that good smelling lady? So I feel like we all should spend good money on a perfume at least once in your life. Alright y'all, so that is the end of my hygiene routine video. If you guys like this video, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. Also, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure you comment down below and let me know, and I'll be sure to get those out for you. And I will see you in the next one.
With some twerk with off. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with off. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with off. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with off.